Hey, you guys, it's Peter. And I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available summer 2027 and a half. The album. Dad, shimmy, shimmy. AF. Players only love you when they're playing. Jaclyn Hill. Beast! How are you guys doing today? Oh, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda, okay? I just did my get ready with me. I mean, not on video. And by get ready with me, I mean that I brushed my teeth, used some mouthwash, did my exfoliating scrub, washed my face, sprayed on my toner, and then put on my face lotion. That's my get ready with me. The second part of my get ready with me is my lip treatment du jour. Okay, so here we go, okay? Here we go. First of all, I need to put on, I'm going to go in with the Bubblegum Chapstick number 4.3, and I'm going to, it's so smooth on your lips, so I'm going to go in and do that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to, with this Milk Lip Gloss, and to say what it sponsored Jaclyn Hill. She didn't say they sponsored, she just said thank you for working with her. But anyway, I'm going to go in with this lip gloss and go over here and go over here. And if I don't pat my lips, then people go crazy. They're like, oh my God, you didn't pat your lips. So anyway, when it's a Wednesday and it's raining outside and the whole house is dark because it's so cloudy and nasty in Indiana, the weather's not nice, it just makes you kind of sad and things like that. Why not a Jaclyn Hill video? You know what I'm saying? Why not a Jaclyn Hill video? But before I get to my Jaclyn Hill video, and I actually have lots of notes, there's a couple things that I want to address. First of all, we need to address, again, okay, the difference between Moose. This is gonna, I can just tell you right now that me even saying this for 30 seconds in this video is gonna probably bring me 100 DMs in my Instagram, because every time I talk about this in one of my videos, you know, you would think that I would get, like, I said this yesterday in my video, that I would get, like, all these DMs about this and that. No, I get DMs about moose and deer, okay? So we're just gonna settle it once and for all before I change these sheets, okay? That this is a moose. And this is a deer. And can I just tell you how many people wanted to say, they said, Peter, that's not a deer, that's an elk, okay? Y'all, listen, I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're trying to send me to the nervous hospital or you're trying to, like, help me lose my mind in 2024, but you ain't gonna do it, okay? Now, there's a lot of things I might lose my mind over, but moose, deer, elk, caribou, and what the F else, listen, that ain't gonna be one of them. You ain't gonna get me, no, ma'am, you ain't gonna get me to lose my mind, okay? Over moose versus deer, okay? And I guess Moosegate 2024 is still with us, okay? I was thinking that we would end it the first week of January or the second week of January, but apparently Moosegate 2024 is still with us. Do you think in December of 2024 going into January 2025 that I'll still be talking about Moosegate? You know I will. I got my intro from 7 years ago. You think people all the time are like, how did you come up with that intro? I have no idea. I just added a little bit here and a little bit there. I really, to be honest with you, some things I kind of remember doing and saying. Other things, like, I have no idea. Like, if honest to God, like, I'm sure when I say this, somebody will go fact check and send me an email, because they always do, and I'm so thankful for it. I really am. But, like, I have no idea how I ever came up with, like, I'm YouTube famous now. Oh, no. I do actually know how that happened. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, I am obsessed with the movie Color Purple. I love the movie The Color Purple. And no, I have not seen the musical yet because we didn't make it to the movie theater yet, but you can rent it now on the iTunes, okay? And so for, I think, $19.99 or something like that. But listen, that's cheaper than the movie theater these days, right? So there's a couple movies that my husband and I, we want to watch. We still want to see Haunting in Venice. We still have not watched that. We still want to see Five Nights at Freddy's. We really want to see Good Grief with Dan Levy that just came out on Netflix not too long ago, and we really want to see The Color Purple. So we've been waiting for, like, a weekend where we can just sit down and watch some movies. But in all honesty, this week is dedicated to binge watching Vanderpump Rules. I just have to tell you, okay, because Vanderpump Rules season 11 starts next Tuesday. And I am like, listen, okay? Listen, Linda, I'm halfway through season 7. I'm finishing these seasons, okay? I don't care if I have to stay up 24 hours and watch them. But I do love when I get, like, messages from people, and people are like, Peter, like, I know that you're struggling right now and you're going through a hard time, but, like, have you thought about maybe, like, not watching so much TV? Y'all not realize TV is my safe place. It's like where I can just like disconnect and live at Sir for a while, okay? And not have to worry about anything except for like what Lala Kent's outfit is going to be, you know, and Sandoval and Tom Schwartz and all them people, okay? I have so many thoughts. About Vanderpump Rules. I wish, I said this yesterday, but I wish in retrospect on my reality TV channel, I would have done, well, today my video was going to be about Monica being fired from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but we haven't even watched a reunion yet last night, the final part of the reunion, because my husband went to bed so early last night that we didn't watch it, and so I was going to wait and do that. Then I watched 1,000 Pound Sisters, so I might make my 1,000 Pound Sisters today, but I did, okay? So, but the other thing was I was going to talk about Monica being fired from Salt Lake City, but now there's like, is she coming back possibly? She might be coming back after she's taken a little bit of a break and people have cooled off. Heather Gay said she's never going to film with her again. I mean, there's all these different things going around about whether or not Monica is coming back to Salt Lake City. So, I think I'm going to save that video. And then I was going to maybe make a 1,000 Pound Sisters video. About the Slaytons going to Florida and all that kind of stuff. And, but then I watched last night the first episode of The Bachelor. Oh my God! Bachelor Nation is back! I can't believe it. Y'all watch The Bachelor and Bachelor. You know you do. Okay, there's a bunch of you out there that are obsessed with The Bachelor. And I have to say, I thought it was the cheesiest shit in the entire world, okay? All my good Judy, Tanya, Jean, all my friends, they watched The Bachelor and The Bachelorette for years, okay? I mean, I think ever since the inception of it. And I was like, I will never watch that show. That show is so stupid. And then when I started my reality TV channel, Peter's Reality TV Recaps and Opinions, better known as, and that's my opinion with Peter Monn, linked below. You guys, linked below. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not making any money. Well, I make a little bit of money off there. About $100 a month. Maybe if I post videos over there. Maybe $50, okay? But you don't even make $50 a month on it because you got to hit AdSense $100 a month. So that channel ain't making the money, okay? That's just purely for fun for me over here. But I don't have to do no affiliate links. Like Jaclyn Hill, she linked 46 products. And somebody said to me, I got this message. It was very nice. And the person's somebody that's, you know, watched my channel for a long time. They're like, I got a lot of messages about people wanting me to cover this new video of Jaclyn Hill's, but this person was so nice and they were so sweet, and they were like, I really think this is like the old Jaclyn Hill. I'm like, yep, you're sure right, it is. She linked even more products than she ever has before. 46 or 47 products she linked, completely non-disclosed, and did a non-disclosed sponsorship in her video. Like, I mean, it's like, literally, like, she is like spitting in the face of the FTC at this point, you know? So we're going to get into that in just a second, but what was I going to say? So, like, no, the link below for my reality TV channel, non-disclosed. My non-disclosed link to my other channel is linked below. I know there's some people out there that are, like, Googling, searching right now. Do you have to disclose if you link a YouTube channel underneath? Everybody's always trying to get me, you know? But anyway, I have lots of questions about The Bachelor, okay? Because I started watching, when I started my reality TV channel, that's what I was going to say, that people are like, are you going to watch The Golden Bachelor? I was like, what's The Golden Bachelor? And then I looked into it, you know, and I found out about Gary Jerry and all that kind of stuff. I call him Gary Jerry because his name's Gary, but he spells it Jerry, kind of. He says he spells it the German way that you spell Gary, which is Gerry. I just call him Gary Jerry because I think it's funny, okay? They did tie the knot. They did get married. I just recently watched The Golden Wedding. Oh my God! I was crying so much when Brayden proposed to Christina at the beginning of it. Oh my God. I am such a fan of Brayden. I wanted him to find love so much on Bachelor in Paradise. So that was the other show that I started watching at the same time, was Bachelor in Paradise, you know. I actually really liked Bachelor in Paradise. Probably more than I liked The Golden Bachelor. Probably a lot more than I liked The Golden Bachelor, okay? I really liked it. And I'm still like, listen, if Olivia wants to reach out to me, I will do a whole video series on my channel just to find Olivia love. Because we'll do a whole series over here called Finding Olivia Love, because I love Olivia so much, okay, from Bachelor Nation and Bachelor in Paradise. I love her so much. Like, we have like a lot of friends of ours that I would like love to hook up Olivia with, you know, that are like just that would be perfect matches, that are like her age, you know, my brother-in-law, his friends that are single out in San Diego. Listen, Olivia, reach out to me. We'll do a whole series over here. We'll call it Peter Finds Olivia Love, okay? Can you even imagine? And then I would get to be part of Bachelor Nation, and when Jesse retires, they'll put me up there, and then they'll put my name, and they'll put my age next to it, because they always put his age. I don't know why. Why do they always put the age of Jesse next there? I mean, I understand with like the Bachelor, you know, contestants, the Bachelorette, but why does Jesse, the host, have to have his age up there? I was noticing that the other night. It said Jesse 44, and I was just like, can you imagine if I was the host of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette? I actually think I would make a fantastic host of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, right? I love the bartender Wells, too. But anyway, so I think, can you imagine they put, like, Peter, 51? Just booger the hell out of me, you know? Actually, if they're like all my haters, they probably put Peter 72 or something like that. You know what I mean? That was the year I was born, not my age, but I know it's confusing to some people. But anyway, Olivia, you reach out to me, gal, okay? We'll do a whole series over here, and we'll find you love on my channel, okay? F them Bachelor people. We'll find you love over here. You went through 16 men, okay, in Bachelor in Paradise, and not one of them wanted to settle down with you, but we'll find you a man over here, okay? We'll take applications. They'll do the whole thing over here. We'll do Bachelor Peter's condo. I know it's not Paradise, girl, but listen, we'll have a lot of fun, okay? So anyway, so I think I'm going to do that video today if I do a video over on that channel. If I do one over there today, I think that's the video that I'm going to do. But anyway, listen, I am such a hardcore member of Bachelor Nation now, you know, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to save that for my my channel over there if I do that. But anyway, we're having a problem in the house right now, okay? You know, a lot of people ask me, you know, like, and I just mentioned this in my video the other day, you know, like, if we're going to get another dog, and things like that. Boo Radley is 14 and a half years old, right? And we kind of, like, when his brother Tucker passed away, we committed to being the best dog dads in the entire world, and that we weren't going to get another dog. My husband is still hesitant to even ever want to get another dog, because the emotional, you know, whatever that goes along with losing a dog is, like, it's so painful that he's like, I don't know that I ever want to. He's like, you can get as many dogs as you want, but I don't know that I want to, like, you know, we'll get dogs and he'll get attached to them and they'll end up being his dogs, because Boo Radley follows him around from the second that he walks in the door. But anyway, people are always like, you should get another dog. Like, that would be great for Boo Radley. And I've said, no, listen. Because I know my dog, right? Like, you know your dog. And I was like, I don't think he'll understand it. He's sleeping right over here, right? He's being so sweet. Now, I'm trying something different today. I don't have you on the bed, just like up there. I have you actually on a tripod stuck behind the bed next to the picture. So I'm hoping that it's not bouncing up as much as it usually does. So let me know in the comment sections below. Okay? Oh, no, so worried that's bouncing up. I actually have you on a tripod stuck behind the bed tonight, okay? So I can't move it to show you Boo Radley over there. But people are always like, I'm like, no, because this is my fear, right? Is that Boo Radley will, this is where people are like, they come to their channel, they're like, you need to get into your videos a little bit quicker. You need to shut your mouth is what you need to do, okay? This is my channel. I don't know Judy Smith or Sally Jones' channel, but this is my channel, okay? I'm talking about what I want to talk about. If I want to talk about my dog for 42 minutes, I will, okay? And some of you will stay, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to get to the drama of Jaclyn Hill in just a second. She's bored snake. Anyway, so people always say, you know, you should get another dog. That'd be so great for Boo Radley. Well, I'm not convinced of that. I think Boo Radley would, like, go downstairs and he'd hide out in his house, his little house down in the basement, and he would never want to be around us because he wouldn't understand another dog, you know, coming into this house. He wouldn't understand it. He wouldn't get it. Like, do they not love me anymore? That's always my fear, right? So, the other day, I did a whole video about this. I actually did a haul, an Amazon haul, and I showed getting this item. Y'all, here I was going on and on about how fantastically I have this set up, and then one leg started, like, falling down. Okay, do I have it? Is it so? Okay. I was going in and telling this story about LaDonna Duck. Okay, now I'm kind of bored of the story, but anyway, I'm going to tell it anyway. So, I did this video on my Peter Does Stuff channel the other day, and it was an Amazon haul, okay? And I bought this calming duck because I'd seen this all over Instagram, okay? And I thought this would be so fantastic for Boo Radley and things like that, right? And I thought it would be, like, you know, real calming for him. And like I was saying, people are like, well, Peter, like, you know, maybe he can't pick it up because he ain't got no teeth, or, you know, it's too big for him. It's supposed to be, like, you're just supposed to sleep with her, right? Like, she's supposed to be real calming and things like that, you know? But anyway, and then I did a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel because Boo Radley said, you need to let her go. Like, it's time for her to quack her bags and go, okay? It's time for LaDonna Duck to hit it, right? Well, I I thought it was a he. I thought we were gonna call him Donald, okay? But Boo Radley kept on referring to her as that lady. He said, you need to tell that lady to quack her bags and go. It's time. It's time for her to quack her bags and go. I've had enough of LaDonna Duck, okay? I said, LaDonna. He goes, her name's LaDonna Duck. Did you not know that? That's a shout out to my good Judy LaDonna, okay? Hey, LaDonna, how are you doing? Now my haters are out there. They're like into my socials like, LaDonna. Good luck, because she don't spell it no way that you'll ever figure out. Trust me, okay? I couldn't even figure out how to spell it for years on end. But anyway, shout out to my good G LaDonna. Not LaDonna Duck. So we're having a little bit of a problem, okay? Because I thought that we would rehome LaDonna Duck, okay? To my cousin Caroline's house for her new rescue dog, Mabel, okay? I don't think that's going to work, all right? Then my neighbor, she got a rescue dog just yesterday. Well, she got it a couple days ago, but I just met her yesterday, right? So I thought, LaDonna Duck can move over to her house. She don't want LaDonna Duck, okay? Now we're stuck with LaDonna Duck, okay? Boo Radley won't even look at her sideways, okay? He cannot be bothered with her, okay? And, like, I'll just, like, put her on the edge of the bed, like, way down here when he's sleeping way up here. And Alex go, why are you bringing that duck over? My husband, Alex, he'll be like, y'all don't know my husband, Alex, at this point, right? And he'll be like, why are you putting that duck on the bed? I'm like, well, because maybe they can be friends. And he's like, you know that he cannot stand that duck. Just put that duck over there. So then I put the duck over there. So listen, it's been hell week over here, okay? Trying to get these two to be friends, okay? Boo Radley, he is not having it. He was like, you need to get that duck out, okay? You need to tell LaDonna to quack her bags and go. So LaDonna's going to quack her bags and go. One last thing before I get into reading Jaclyn Hill for filth. No, not really. But anyway, these are the kind of things that I live for, okay? Y'all think that I am, woo, shady girl. Let me tell you, this is how you read a fool, okay? This is how you let somebody know that you know who they are and you're going to let them have it, okay? I've been trying to do that for a couple months now, but people still don't pick up on it. So I'm like rolling through the Facebook last night. I rarely do. I can't stand the Facebook. I think it's of the devil, right? And I see that Asia O'Hara, okay? Drag queen Asia O'Hara from RuPaul's Drag Race has posted on Facebook. Hold on a second. This picture of these Gucci, you can't see it. Hold on, I gotta turn it. I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on a second. It doesn't matter. These tall Gucci boots, okay? Can you see it at all? These tall Gucci boots. And she posts this post with it, and she says, this pair of boots mysteriously disappeared from my suitcase in the dressing room at the beginning of the night during final night of MGA. Okay, that's Miss Gay America. It's a drag pageant. Whomever accidentally, I live for this, whomever accidentally picked it up has 3 days to return them, no questions asked. If not, this is where you know she knows, okay? If not, you and your friends are about to be real embarrassed. I read that, I was like, girl, you better let them have it. You better let them have it, girl. And then I was like, I hope they don't return those bits because I want to see somebody get real embarrassed, okay? My friend Nikki, she posted this thing today. Hold on a second. Well, she posts about 400 things a day on Facebook, so I got to see. Hold on a second where it was at. Where is she at? Anyway, it was this thing about her, like, watching, it was like this some meme, and it was talking about watching people argue about something that you don't even know anything about, like, on, like, you know, social media. That is what I do, okay? Like, I will be suggested stuff on Twitter, and, like, I won't even know what they're talking about, and I'll go read the comments, and people are, like, literally fighting with each other. They're getting so frustrated with each other, and they're so fighting. Like, I live for that all day long. Okay, let's talk about Jaclyn Hill, shall we? So Jaclyn Hill came out, and she did this video, finally. She says at the beginning of the video that she's like, oh, hi, this is my home. I love you. I'm like, girl, if this is your home, you don't come home very often, okay? Where are you out? Out on the streets at night, girl? What are you doing? Are you out there with Puss Puss wandering the streets? Justice for Puss Puss. This is where Jaclyn Hill, it cracks me up so much. And she's like, I don't know why people say I lie. Like, I don't lie at all. Okay, she constantly is posting pictures. I think the cat's name is Marley. Is that what she called it? Marley. Marley. Something like that. Anyway, Marley's kind of a dog's name. Did you not know that, Jaclyn? But anyway, I know. Oh, God, I know. I just got 5 people that say, I have a cat named Marley. Okay, well, okay. I apologize to the Marley cat community. But anyway, do y'all remember when Jaclyn Hill had to leave that cat out in the box on her patio because she was allergic to cats? Okay, now she's holding that cat. The cat's all over her cashmere sweaters and things like that. She don't lie. No, did she all of a sudden turn into a hyperallergenic cat? Did she get drops or something? You can put them drops on a cat so that they're hyperallergenic? Is she taking a lot of Benadryl now? I mean, what is going on with Jaclyn Hill that she's not allergic to this cat anymore? Okay? Can Jaclyn Hill address the lie and justice for Puss Puss just once, please? Could she come out and say, well, I was allergic to this cat, but I'm not allergic to this cat anymore. Like, Jaclyn Hill just, like, says things online that just make absolutely no sense whatsoever. I'm going to prove it to you here in just a second. She says things that make absolutely no sense, but, like, in her head, like, she thinks they make sense. Like, have you ever been around people like this? I have. I've been around a lot of people like this, right? Like, when they say things to you, like, I'm right now, where I'm at on Vanderpump Rules. If you watch Vanderpump Rules, shout out to all my Vanderpump Rules people. You'll know what I'm talking about, right? And it's where the girls go on a girls trip and Lala Kent's boyfriends, a PJ, private jet and a PJ, and Crazy Kristen comes out. I mean, I feel like Crazy Kristen's been around for 7 seasons. But anyway, Stassi says that Crazy Kristen comes out. And she's like saying all this stuff that don't make sense. Okay, that's kind of how I feel like when I watch Jaclyn Hill videos. Like, she says stuff that don't make no sense, right? So she can get in a video completely and be like, well, I was allergic to this cat, but I'm not anymore. And like, to her, it would make sense. And to all the fans of Jaclyn Hill, they'd be like, oh my God, that like totally makes sense. Like, you were allergic to a cat, but now you're not. I get it, right? And like, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, am I stupid? Like, what did she just say? I don't understand, okay? So I still say justice for Puss Puss, okay? Because that poor cat, okay, in her early days, she had to spend her time out sitting in the cold, okay, of Tampa, Florida. I'll never forget. People sending me screenshots of how cold it gets in Tampa, Florida. I'm like, do you know how cold it gets in Indianapolis, Indiana? And I see cats wandering down my street, okay? People were going crazy about how cold it was in Tampa, Florida. I'm sure it was. I think I said something about it in one of my videos. But I still say justice for Puss Puss. Like Billie Jean said, fair is fair. You know what I mean? So anyway, people are like, how do you script this shit? Do you think I script videos? No, I'll tell you who scripts videos is Jaclyn Hill, but I don't script no videos. I was getting here. That's why mid-video that I thought I was going to talk about Jeffree Star yesterday, I decided I wasn't going to talk about Jeffree Star anymore. So Jaclyn Hill does this video. Her video is called My Current Beauty Favorites, and it's like, here she is holding up this kind of stuff and whatever. So anyway, which I think is kind of funny that she did this screenshot, because I literally just did on my Peter Gusto channel this video of these cups that I ordered of Amazon. No, there were no affiliate links in there, okay? I think I linked it, but it's not an affiliate link. And I put in there not affiliate link, okay? I share stuff all the time on my Peter Gusto channel, on my review channel over here, all kind of stuff. I don't feel the need to link it, okay? Maybe it's stupid on my part and I could be making $1 million, and maybe I'll start that in 2024. But I can share stuff with people and not link it. And so I got these coffee cups that I had found off of Reese's Book Club that you can buy on Amazon. And they were cups and saucers. And I thought they were so fantastic, and I did it. Well, my thumbnail is me holding these cups up going, go look at Jaclyn Hill's thumbnail. Her looks very similar to this. And I'm like, oh, girl, okay, I see. You're waiting for me to come for you. Well, here you go, Jaclyn. Here you go. So anyway, so she does this video called My Current Beauty Favorites. What's interesting to me about this is that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, she came out on her, you know, where she lives. She talks about her home. She got several homes, okay? Now, her YouTube that she refers to her as her home at the beginning of this video, it's like her distant home, okay? It's like her home that she grew up on, and then she moved away, and now she lives in like a nicer home. Her nicer home is Instagram stories, okay? That's her nicer homes, okay? But like her mansion in the hills, you know, like the Hollywood Hills, that's her Amazon affiliate link store, okay? That's her storefront on Amazon. That's the Hollywood Hills mansion home, okay? Then she's got like a lake house in Lake Tahoe. That's like her Instagram stories, okay? And then, you know, her YouTube career, I don't know. You know, it's a shitter in the alley or something like that she don't ever want to visit. But she feels like she has to every once in a while to let everybody know that she loves home so much, right? It's like when you, like, I've never really left home. I never left Indianapolis, you know? But, like, when friends of mine come home for, like, the holidays and they're like, oh, my God, I can't believe I have to come home, you know? And they come home and they put down home, and you've, like, never left home, and they put down home for 30 years. It's like, that's kind of how Jaclyn Hill is, right? Like, she comes back to YouTube and says it's her home to remind everybody, but she don't really want to be there, okay? She's the girl that, like, left and came home for Christmas and then says, like, she says to everybody, like, at Christmas dinner, like, I am so happy to be home, and then she calls her friends on the phone, she's like, I can't fucking stand to be at home. Like, that's Jaclyn Hill, okay? And home is YouTube. And she makes that very clear. So let's just, like, cut right through the crap. Her home is YouTube, and she don't want to be there, okay? Because if she did, she'd post more, and she hadn't posted a video in a month over there. I looked. Longer than a month, like 6 weeks. Okay, so she does this video. on here called My Current Beauty Favorites. Well, she just said on her other her Instagram stories not too long ago that she needed to come out and do another one of her Amazon favorites. She needed to come out and do her beauty favorites and things like that. This video was 3 weeks in the making or something, where she was getting all of her links together. Incidentally, I will tell you that I just started getting all these emails from Amazon, and then I went and I looked, and ArtStyle's doing the same thing, and a bunch of these other places are doing the same thing, where right now, okay, like Amazon will send you something if you're like part of the Amazon affiliate program, like every month, every 2 months, where they'll say like, this is a really good week to post, you have higher percentage rates and stuff like that. Right now is the one. So you'll probably see beauty favorites or Amazon favorites from Toddy Westbrook, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, we saw one from Jaclyn Hill today, where they're doing a lot of non-disclosed links, okay? I'm real fucking tired of it, to be honest with you. Like, it is the easiest thing to do, to link, to even just put, these are affiliate links and I am making money off these affiliate links. To say in your video, the links below are affiliate links, I am making money off of it. Jaclyn Hill says in the video, I will link all these products below. Can you explain to me the difference between, I mean, at this point, she knows, okay? She knows to do better. She refuses to do better, okay? Because she says in the video, I watched the whole video. She says in the video, I will link these products below. Can you explain to me what the difference is between saying, I will link these products below, and these products that I am linking below are affiliate links and I will make money off of that? It's literally a 10-second sentence, okay? Not even that, 3-second sentence. And she refuses to do it, right? She's going to get fined. She will get fined at some point, because I have to believe at this point, because I'm not the only one covering this. There's a lot of people covering it. It's talked about a lot. At some point, the FTC is they're going to be on to Jaclyn Hill. They are not yet. I thought they were, because that's why she wasn't posting stuff, but there's no way. Because if she had been found out, she would not be posting 46 to 47 non-disclosed affiliate links. She could be charged $50,000 for each one of those links, okay? It's really pissing in the face of the audience, pissing in the face of the FTC. She's breaking a law, okay? And when people say, yeah, but if the FTC doesn't do anything about it, so if somebody, like, I mean, for those of you out there that are obsessed with true crime, so if the murderer gets away with it, you don't care? Like, you don't care about the case? You know? If people do things and they don't get caught, you don't care? Like, it doesn't mean anything to you? That's not the world that I live in, okay? That's not the world that I live in. Jaclyn Hill is blatantly breaking the law, just so you know, okay? By non-disclosing these affiliate links. So she gets in this video, and she, you know, talks about how she's going to do these video things, but right away, like pretty much right out of the way, she starts talking about closing down Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay? And then she says in here at the beginning of it, she's like, every time I say it, people are like, what? Like, you're closing down Jaclyn Cosmetics? And I'm like, okay. First of all, let's do a fact check real quick, okay? Here's Jaclyn's channel on YouTube. Her video today is called My Current Beauty Favorites, okay? Her last video was from a month ago called My Go-To Glowy Glam. The last one before that was Top 5 Things I Did to Quit Alcohol Completely. The one before that was called I Quit Drinking for 90 Days, Here's What Happened. The one before that was Massive Amazon Favorites Haul for Prime Day. All of these have links underneath them, okay? The last one before that was Full Face of Products you recommended to me. Am I Being Too Sensitive? My Current Beauty Favorites. She did that 5 months ago, and now she's doing the exact same video 5 months later with all these brands. And then 5 months ago, I'm closing my brands, and she was talking about Cozy and Jaclyn Roxanne. When did Jaclyn come out and do a video talking about closing Jaclyn Cosmetics? Has she ever done that video? I've never seen that video. I've never seen Jaclyn Hill come out and address her closing her brands. Now, she did a video talking about how she was closing Jaclyn, Roxanne, and Cozy, but she never did a video coming out. Now, she did a video announcing how excited she was that she was opening her brand. I watched that video. She's done a video for every launch that she's had of Jaclyn Cosmetics. Well, almost every launch that she's had for Jaclyn Cosmetics, because I went and reviewed those videos today before I made this video to hear what she had to say. But she doesn't feel necessary to come out and talk about how she's closing Jaclyn Cosmetics. She slips it in to 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, probably 90 seconds, if even that, of a video about her favorite beauty brands. And then she says that people, whenever she says it, when did you say it, girl? You put up a post, and she throws the post up in her video. You threw the post up on Instagram, girl, okay? When have you talked about it that so many people are like, Supreme, you're closing Jaclyn Cosmetics? Girl, we done known, okay? We done known. We done known that you ain't the owner. Okay? We done known that you aren't on the paperwork. You ain't the CEO. You've never been the CEO, actually. Okay? You're not the CFO. You're not a manager. You ain't nobody, girl. Okay? You ain't even the carrying the script girl, all right? You ain't, listen, honey, you ain't even passing trays at Sir Restaurant like the Vanderpump Rules castmates. I'm gonna throw them in here every chance I can, okay? You are literally paid to be the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay? What you own is the intellectual rights, okay? The LLC of Jaclyn Cosmetics. She does say in here, and she goes in, and I think this is interesting that she says this because she's really never said this before, ever, right? And she just kind of throws it out there, right? She says that I had partners the whole time, but it is my choice to shut it down. She just like throws it out there. She's like, I had partners the whole time. Ooh, wait a second, girl, what? Now you're saying that every time you close down you say you're closing down your brand, that people are like, you're closing down your, girl, what are you talking about, okay? Is this crazy Kristen again? I am so fucking confused. Who are you talking to, girl, okay? Are you talking to the cast of Friends when you watch TV all day long? I mean, I'm confused, okay? Now, by the way, did y'all see that one Bachelor contestant? She didn't get picked, but did you see her? And her name was Chandler, and his name's Joey. And she said, and I'll be there for you. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Those intros to The Bachelor are stupid, first of all, okay? But anyway, Jaclyn, I don't remember you ever coming out and besides posting something on Instagram, talking about closing your brand. Okay, so that's a straight up lie. You're caught in another lie. Then you're coming out now and saying, well, of course I always had partners. Girl, when have you ever said that you had partners? You have proclaimed that this was your business, a family-owned business. You have said that, girl. I went back and fact-checked it today. I heard you say it in your videos. I solely own this brand. This is my brand. I put all my money into this brand. I saved $80,000. Girl, go fact-check your own fucking videos, okay? You lie in your own videos. You say one thing and you come out years later and you say something else. You say you don't lie and your own videos are proof that you lie, girl, okay? Now, I can understand coming out in a video here and there and like getting some discrepancy wrong, all right? I get that, all right? People want to hold me to the Holy Grail because I said something one year and I say something different another year telling a story, okay? It's different when you are painting, your whole selling point of Jaclyn Cosmetics has always been your story. Being on food stamps, working at MAC Cosmetics, that was your selling point from your very first video, girl, from announcing your, coming out. How excited you were about these lipsticks. To find out later that you never wanted to own your own brand. Girl, you said in that video that you were working on this brand for years with your $80,000. You never said nothing about partners. You've never said anything about partners for years. You've never said it. People have asked you, okay? You will fucking address a DM that you get about a scrunchie. Oh, people are asking me about this scrunchie I'm wearing in my hair. How many people have asked you about Kaylin Nichols? And how many people have asked you if you actually own Jaclyn Cosmetics? And so finally, after the brand is closed down, you still can't be honest about it. And you come out and you go, well, of course I've always had partners. Girl, we didn't know that. From your mouth. No, we found it on paperwork, legal documents that you chose never to address. From you, we have never heard that you had partners, girl. I mean, why do you act like this is news? Like what the fuck? Like, you knew I always had... No, girl. You have never said you had... Girl, what are you talking about? What world do you live in, girl? Like, you have never said that. People have asked you time... This is why you should have come out and addressed this a long time ago, okay? This is why people call you a liar. You've never said you had partners, girl. Never. And then you throw it out in a video after you've closed down your brand. Oh, well, of course I've always had partners. Let's explain that, first of all, okay? Because then you also go in and you say, I have the option to carry on the brand on my own. The option from who, girl? Because you say, also you follow up and you say, yes, I had partners the entire time, but it was my choice to shut it down. So you're giving discrepancies there, okay, in what you're saying in this video. Not comparing it to last videos, but just in this own video, you're giving discrepancies. Of course, I always had partners, okay, but it was my choice to shut it down. Now, no, that's not the truth, girl. What it is that Forma owned your brand, okay? You owned a percentage of it. That made you a partner, a very small partner, okay? Right? Like, when Tom and Tom opened Tom and Vanderpump Rules, and they got 5% each. Okay, Lisa Vanderpump refers to them as junior partners, all right? So I don't know what kind of partner you are in Jaclyn Cosmetics or what kind of partner you were in Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay? But let's not act like you were the managing partner and you had lower partners than you. We've seen the paperwork, girl. We know who the owning partner is, okay? The primary partner is Forma Brands. We know that. From their own website, they talk about what brands they own. They haven't taken it down yet, okay? I just looked. I looked before I made this video. It still says on there that you're one of their brands. One of their brands, okay? So you were their partner, all right? Let's make this very, very clear, all right, how it was. When you say that you had the option to keep it open, okay, but you chose to shut it down, what you're talking about is what Kevin James Bennett talked about months ago. The rumor that was going around that I covered months ago, okay? When he talked about it, I read his whole Instagram story over here because he was hearing stuff behind the scenes. Because unlike you, Kevin James Bennett is a trained makeup expert, okay? Unlike you, all right? So he hears from people what's really going on behind the scenes, right? And he said that the word on the street was that Forma offered Jaclyn to buy out, like any company would, okay, to buy out Jaclyn Cosmetics, and Jaclyn said she wanted to wash her hands of it, that she couldn't be bothered with it, okay? So when she comes out and she says it's not her passion anymore, blah, 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 what it is she ain't making no money off of it anymore. Jaclyn is better at closing down businesses than making videos, okay? She can close brands down quicker than she can fucking make a video. That's the truth. Let's just be for real, okay? She has closed 3 brands down, okay, in 3 months or 2 months, and she has made 5 videos. That's not a great ratio, okay? She's closing brands quicker than she's making videos. And calling YouTube home, girl. That's why you have your Amazon store linked underneath your Instagram, because that's your only bread and butter at this point, right? So when you come out and you still cannot be authentic with your audience and say, listen, Forma owned Jaclyn Cosmetics. I sold them the rights of Jaclyn Cosmetics. I was really just the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. But that being said, they allowed me to pick the colors. They allowed me to pick the names. They allowed me to go to the labs and be part of that whole process. But I was really just the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. Girl, we already know the paperwork's out there. The court documents are out there. We already know, okay? You were just a paid representative of Jaclyn Cosmetics. So to keep acting like you were the owner, you were the CEO, you were the owner of the intellectual rights of the name Jaclyn Cosmetics. Let's be very clear on that, okay? That has been proven. That is factual, okay? Just like it's factual that you non-disclose affiliate links, okay? That is factual. So when you want to say that people are lying and your husband wants to get in podcasts and say that people don't know the real story, girl, it's because you don't tell people the real story. You're to blame for that, not anybody else, okay? Because this was your opportunity. First of all, I don't know that your best video coming back should have been for you to do a video talking about your favorite beauty brands, okay? And also throwing in there how much you love your thing. When I just saw how much of that shit you've got in every drawer of your house, you throw that up on your Instagram story. Yes, girl, you have me blocked. I can still see your Instagram story on a side account, okay? But listen, you have drawers filled with that Jaclyn Cosmetics. They threw you every bit of leftover merchandise that they had, okay? The rest they sold probably to Marshalls and TJ Maxx. But the rest of it, they gave to you because you literally have just drawers full of that shit. You couldn't even use all of that Jaclyn's Cosmetics for the rest of your life, okay? We already know it expires. So, girl, you couldn't even use that stuff if you wanted to. But anyway, this was your opportunity to come out and be honest about it. You should have done a video called I'm Closing Jaclyn Cosmetics, but you were too weak to do that, okay? You were the brand that you came out and made such a big deal over starting and how excited you were that you've now painted this picture that you couldn't even be bothered to start a brand. You only did it because your influencer friends were doing it, and that's why you felt peer pressured into doing it. It's never Jaclyn's responsibility, right? It's never Jaclyn's responsibility why she does something. It's always somebody else's. You know, oh, I felt pressured because all my influencer friends were doing it and whatever. It was a quick dime. That's what you thought, okay? So this is what I think really went down. I do think she saved some money, and I do think that she went to a lab, because Jaclyn Hill, I do not think is the sharpest knife in the drawer. And I think that she went to a lab or two and said, hey, I saved some money. I got $80,000. It's start a business or buy a new car. And they're like, girl, $80,000 ain't gonna buy you a lot, okay? And that she says that in her video. She's in her very first video announcing the brand, because I went back and watched it today, okay? And at that point was when Linda from Morphe stepped in and said, listen, okay, we're going to partner with you and we're going to take Jaclyn Cosmetics to where it is, but we're going to be the primary partners in this, okay? You're going to own like 5% and we're going to own 95%, but we're going to make Jaclyn Cosmetics what you want it to be, okay? So you're going to have an $80,000 investment in a $10 million business, all right? Think about those numbers for a second. For Jaclyn to still come out in a video and act like she is the owner of this brand. Girl, you have the option. When you say you have the option, here, I have your words written down for you, okay? I had the option to carry on the brand of my own. What you had the option of was to buy the brand from Forma Brands, okay? You didn't choose to do that. You didn't choose to invest your own money in your own brand that you say you've been the CEO and the owner of for years, and now at the last minute you throw out that you had partners, okay? So you chose not to invest in your own brand because it's not your passion anymore, all right? It's not your passion anymore to own a makeup brand, but then you turn around in the same video and you link 46 to 47 beauty brands, girl, but it's not your passion anymore, right? Another lie. Another lie. Unbelievable to me, right? Okay. So I go back and I watch her original video today, right? And in there, she says things, okay, that it's interesting watching these videos in retrospect. You know, when I hadn't watched them in a while, and I go back and I hear the things she says now, and I've covered her very closely for like the last 2 years. And I go back and I watch this video, right? Which is not the first time in the last couple years I've watched it. But I'm watching it, and she says in there that she had to change labs because things were wrong. And she goes in there and she says these things about, you know, like I had all these labs and things were wrong and whatever. And that she was testing very, very carefully. You know, I know all this came out originally, but this is just more proof. You know, like these are the things she doesn't address. That the reason why it took so long for her brand to come out, she's like, I know people joke about it always takes, 5 years for my, brands to come out, all this kind of stuff to come out. But the reason why is because it took so long because I had to test this stuff. She actually says in there, her exact quote is that she had to look to make sure, does it age, does it smell, and does it melt? Well, we know they melt, girl, okay? We know they melt. So then, after I watched this, and what's interesting about this video, I have to say, because, like, this person said to me, like, it seems like the old Jaclyn in this new video, so I go back and I'm watching this old video. At the very end of it, she is very grateful to her audience. Like, I think the starting and the selling of Jaclyn Cosmetics to Forma Brand was where the real greediness of Jaclyn Hill began. Like, when people say Jaclyn Hill became money hungry and she sold out, I really think this was the beginning of the end of Jaclyn Hill. I think that the formation of Jaclyn Cosmetics and however that started with her LLC in it, then selling it to selling it to Morphe and Forma and all these brands, whatever, and how that all happened and went down. I really think that was the beginning of the end of Jaclyn Hill. I really do, because I'm watching the end of this video. I watched the whole video, of her announcing her lipsticks and doing the swatches and stuff. And at the very end of the video, she says, "I'm so thankful to each and every one of you," something like that. And she said, "Because you guys allow me to have the life that I have, and you allow me to retire my mom." She goes on and says all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, this is kind of the essence of Jaclyn Hill. I mean, she has always lied from the very beginning, but I'm like, this is kind of the essence of Jaclyn Hill that I remember from back in the day. So if this is what that person is saying, because in this video she comes and she's like, this is my hump. Girl, if it was your hump, you'd post more, okay? But back then, this is going to stop. Hold on just a second. The battery's almost at 30-minute mark. Okay. But back then, she was still interested in makeup. She was still doing get readies with me. She was still doing all this kind of stuff. She hasn't over time, And when I watch the video where she comes out and she explains the lipsticks and she has documents up here and documents up there, what's very interesting to me about that video, okay, is that it's a very highly scripted video. I referenced Jaclyn Hill's scripted videos earlier. Some of her videos are scripted, and some of them you can tell are her just throwing out products that she likes and showing them, right? I think she has a list of all the products that she's going to mention, and then she holds them up and whatever, right? I think that's why she has some clips in her videos. Because she'll be like, oh, this is this fan, I love this fan, blah, 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 whatever. And then she stops it and she looks at her list and the next product is these glasses. I love these glasses. And then she puts it all together. That's the cuts in a Jaclyn Hill video, okay? But the in-between of where she's talking about how much she loves the product, I don't think that's scripted, all right? When you go back and you watch this video of her explaining the lipsticks and her throwing up these papers, and I'm thinking back now on the criticism that everybody, including myself, was giving her, that she was taking too long to come out and address these lipsticks, which she did, right? And then she also came out and said that she had hired 6 scientists to come out and describe what happened in the labs. Well, and now, looking back on it, and I'm watching this video today, right? And this doesn't take anything away from Jaclyn Hill, unless she had a non-disclosure agreement that she could never say that she was the sole owner, that she could not say that she was the sole owner of Jaclyn Cosmetics, except I don't agree with that because I know that that's what people are going to say. Well, maybe she had some non-disclosure agreement that she couldn't talk about Forma owning her brands, but Forma has on their own website listed that they own Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I don't agree with that statement. If that were the case, then Forma would have hid all along that they never owned Jaclyn Cosmetics. They would have kept everything in her name. Okay, so that's not true. So Forma was upfront about owning Jaclyn Cosmetics. It's on their website. It's still on their website as of today, right? They still haven't taken it down yet. So I don't really understand the whole thing about it, but watching the video of her explaining the lipsticks and what happened to the lipsticks and how it was so embarrassing to her and the gray hoodie and all that kind of stuff, I'm watching it and I'm like, this video is so highly scripted, and not by Jaclyn Hill, okay? And I'm not dogging the girl, but she doesn't think analytically the way that she explains things in this video. I have never, ever, in an Instagram story, in a YouTube video, in an interview with Jaclyn Hill, I have never seen her be this logistical and this analytical ever before and ever since, period, end of story. This was a very contrived explanation that was handed to her, okay? And I believe that even talking about the 6 scientists was something that Forma said to her, you're going to tell people that we hired 6 scientists to investigate this. I don't even know. I think the reason why she at this point has never come out and talked about those 6 scientists does not lie on Jaclyn Hill. I think it lies on Forma, and she's never been able to come out and talk about it, right? If it were me at this point, I think I would just come out and say, like, look, okay, I just need to be honest with everybody. I never owned Jaclyn Cosmetics. I put some of my money into it to start it. You know, Morphe and Forma bought into it. Forma's the main owner of it. I was the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. My hands were tied. I didn't know what to do. You know, like, people had bought into it because they liked me. I was the face of it. I was told to keep up the story by Forma, blah, blah, blah. I had to take responsibility for the lipsticks. I don't honestly know how she continues. Like, she makes jokes about the lipsticks. She just sent those lipsticks to Michaela Nogueira, right? Like, she continues to make jokes of it. And it's like, okay, girl, like, you say how proud you are. Like, she just got her video that she posted yesterday and talked about how proud she is of this brand, right? Like, she will never, like, she owes, like, I think her home, her mom's retirement, her cars, her livelihood, everything to Linda at Morphe and everything that they've done for her over there, that she will never throw them under the bus. But if it were me and my hands were tied and I was never able to come out and speak authentically about what I had endured for the last 3 years, you know, I would come out and speak. I'd be like, I'm done. I'm done being silenced by these people because they own a part of this business. Forma has it on their brand that they own Jaclyn Cosmetics. So there is no reason why Jaclyn cannot come out and say, Forma owns Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay? I've never been the owner of Jaclyn Cosmetics. There's no reason. Her fear is that she is going to look like such a liar. And Jaclyn Hill has always said she is not a liar, right? But what she doesn't understand is there's a way to authentically come out and do this, okay? To just share from her heart that, listen, you guys, I really didn't know what to say, okay? All my friends have partners in their businesses. They don't say it. Forma was my partner. I didn't know what to do, you know? And then the lipsticks happened. And then I had to, like, deal with the lipsticks when I wasn't even really the one making the decisions about the lipsticks. And then I was fed this information to put in a video that I didn't even really understand everything that was going on, you know? And about all this kind of stuff. And yes, I was going to, you know, labs with Linda. And yes, I was doing this and whatever. But I wasn't the one making the decisions. But she stood by this all along. So that's on her. That's on Jaclyn, okay? But to come out in a video and say that, you know, that she had the option to own it and blah, 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 and whatever. I'm just like, girl, what you're saying is, okay. Up until this video today, she has always said she was the CEO and she was the owner, okay? Now, and then she says, oh, but of course I've always had partners. We've never heard that before. If I am the sole owner of a business and I am the CEO, of course it's my decision whether or not, what's her words again? Hold on a second. Of course it's my decision to carry on the brand, okay? That's the decision. That is the decision of a CEO and an owner. This is where it's crazy, Kristen, okay? It is. This is where people listen to her and they're like, yes, yes, okay? The literal job description of a CEO and owner of a brand is whether you continue to go on, how you continue to go on, where the money goes to continue to go on, or whether you shut down your brand, okay? So when she says she had the option to carry on her brand, what that says itself is, I was never the CEO and the owner. She was given the option. By who, girl? By the CEO, the managing partner, and the owner of Jaclyn Cosmetics. You literally say in this video that you are not the owner in your own words by not saying it, okay? I just can't. I just cannot with her. I just cannot. Woo! Crazy Kristen from Vanderpump Rules makes more sense to me. The intros at The Bachelor make more sense to me. Okay, Amy Slayton having a sand turd on the beach in Florida makes more sense to me than Jaclyn Hill. I just can't not with her, okay? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.